Hello there, and welcome to ZapCast, the first entertainment-based podcast in the depths of space, or at least what our budget could afford. I am your commander, Sparky, and your host. We got our second in command, Spur.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Our ship mechanic, Crimson.
How's it going?
And our alien species friend, Geronimo.
Hey, gamers.
ZapCast is our journey through space and time, if you will. We are four brave and single, for the most part. Most
I'm
of
sure
us.
brave could describe it, really.
Yeah, brave, young Starfleet astronaut explorer guys who really love different entertainment like topics like movies, video games, art. And we thought that it would be a great way to bring all of that together so you guys at home can listen to us being idiots for an hour and a half or how long this takes. Today's topics are fresh. We got the Venom movie, which recently came out. We got Crimson talking about the latest Doctor Who. And we got some extra surprise topics in store for all of you at home. Hope you guys can enjoy. So our first topic is Venom. It's a really controversial one from what I've seen.
I've never seen it.
Neither have I.
I haven't seen it. I'm just gonna give my opinion on it.
Have any of us seen it?
Please die.
No, actually,
I've heard
none
there's
of
a
us have seen
sex.
it.
I've heard there's a sex scene. And
Wait, there is?
that or there's just like a passionate kiss between Venom and
I
guy whose name I forget.
was supposed to see it this week, but I didn't.
Just gave up on it.
This
I
topic.
really didn't do my homework this time, so my plan was to read off user reviews, which is pretty biased. But from what I've seen of the movie, it didn't do too well.
Listen, this is an entertainment podcast, not a factual movie review podcast. It
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
matter.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're not Doug Walker,
Yeah,
This is
if
entertaining.
you're coming here for some nostalgia critic shit,
Listen, guys.
die.
This isn't Nostalgia Critic. We didn't remember it, therefore you have to.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Fuck.
That's a very good way to put
We
it.
dare remember it. You have to.
what is this, some Alex Jones conspiracy shit? So,
The movies are turning your freaking frogs gay.
The movies are doing it now?
Yes.
I thought they were putting chemicals in the water. Now they're
The movies are putting the chemicals in the water to turn the freaking frogs gay!
You know, I just thought of
movies all on.
so the movie Venom has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes review. The IMDb score is actually pretty decent.
Listen,
It's
30
funny
is
because
like, good.
it's funny because critics hated it, but the audience loved it.
You see,
So I don't
Because
know
the
what to
audience
think
is
here.
a bunch of monster fuckers.
if you take 30 and subtract 100, you subtract 30 from 100, that equals 70, so therefore it's a good movie.
Therefore, it's a 70% rating.
I know math. I took fucking algebra in high school, dude.
I
So,
took math classes before.
I'm looking at the tomato scores. It's like it's garbage, and then there's a last one. I'm just gonna skip to the last one.
All right.
By Matthew Rosa says, "Certainly I'm the minority when it comes to my fellow critics, but I liked Venom. Hell, if it wasn't for the sloppy formulaic script, I might have even loved it." And so like all these like people who hate it, and then there's just him. Look at him being like the true MVP.
What
You
a
know,
fucking
That's
dude,
how you
what
be a true gamer in this bitch.
From what I've seen, these reviews so far is that people wish that it was rated R because because Venom is a very, very like I guess you could say violent type of character. And since it was PG-13, it couldn't really explore what like the movie like it couldn't explore the character to its full potential.
It could have been like Deadpoolish, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deadpool was a good movie.
Although I would have, I imagine if they tried to make it like dark and edgy.
I mean, the movie already is dark and edgy, but it's not rated R.
Not, but
it would
like
have been darker and edgier.
Yeah,
because
like-
of those.
new Batman or whatever you want to say, like where it's like
Oh yeah, where Batman uses guns.
Yeah,
I mean, he's used guns in the comics, but like he chooses not to use them.
yeah.
He doesn't need them.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Just imagine like you're robbing a bank and Batman comes in. What are you gonna do? Throw a batarang and then he just pulls out a fucking Glock. I've got you now.
Stop right there, criminal scum! And then he
My
pulls out a
bat
fucking
bullets will kill you.
pulls out a
He,
fucking assault
he
rifle.
pulls the trigger and a bat-shaped bullet flies out.
How does that even work? The wing. What?
Yeah. How does
Oh,
that
yes.
work? I'm Batman.
How
Do
does
not
it work?
ask questions, criminal scum.
Shoot first, ask later. I'm Batman.
You're going to Arkham Asylum.
So people are complaining that that it needed to be rated R. The biggest issue some people had was the short time frame between Eddie Brock, and Venom being together, because like Venom was in the comics was attracted to the symbiote was attracted to Eddie Brock because of his hatred of Spider-Man. And so, to my knowledge, Spider-Man was not in this movie. So I'm just thinking like how that would work as a comic. I know they did a comic in the 90s where they explored Eddie's origin before and after he became Venom. And he gets the short end of the stick of the comics. He gets turned into Venom like multiple times. He becomes Venom, he becomes anti-Venom, he becomes Toxin. It's like he does not get up right. And I know that the reason, like, there was some sort of side plot that he had cancer. Kind of like Deadpool, he had cancer and then he went to treatment and it's like,
Bam.
sorry about that, technical difficulties. On the end of our little alien friend Geronimo, who's recording for us. I was trying to say that Venom is like a hero or a villain, no matter what type of continuity you look at. And I like to compare, like, judging to these reviews, I like see that Venom has like the Jurassic World type of like punishment, where Jurassic World tried being action-packed like Jurassic Park 3 did, because there was only 2 Jurassic Park books. And so when a third movie came around, they're like, well, the author's dead and there's no third installment, so we'll make this into an action movie. And it failed. So then, like, 15 years later, we get Jurassic World, and it's just like, there's no book to go off this, so we're going to make it into an action movie. And it did successful. And then the sequel came out, and it was a failure. And I feel like if you're going to show people dying, and if there's going to be a lot of violence and blood and stuff, it should be rated R. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
funny when you have scenes of like
You go into a rated PG-13 movie, and like Jurassic World, and then you see a guy's like hand get bitten off by a velociraptor, and then he himself like they show his arm getting torn off, but they don't but then like they show him dying on like the corner of the screen away from your view. Which I'm like, I feel like it's just kind of pussying out.
Oh yeah, no, because they want more people to watch the movie. That's the problem with like rated R films and why generally more people don't make rated R films, because it's like, okay, you just got all this blood and action going on, so now you've eliminated all these kids who are going to want to see it because their parents won't let them and stuff like that. So they pussy out on it.
And I'm like, but then there's still parents who complain like, oh, there's too much violence in this PG-13 film. Like, well, it does say it has like minimal violence.
Yeah,
it's like mild violence.
There's
But,
no
like,
excuse. It's not Watership Down, dude.
Oh God, Watership Down was just a disappointment for like kid. Like I told you about this one, I think it was British. I think it was the British Broadcasting Channel or something like that. They showed Watership Down for Easter, thinking that it was a movie about bunnies. It is.
That never gets old to me.
But the fact that they got countless complaints from parents about bunnies killing each other, they had to think twice after that.
On Easter. Yo, like imagine being a fucking like kid, you know, they turn on Easter, your parents are like, oh, hopefully something will be nice on, and then like the parents leave the room, and then they come in like 40 minutes later to their kid crying or whatever, and it's just fucking rabbits ripping each other apart. That is so horrifying. That would scare the hell out of me if I saw it as like a kid.
Drama, you wanted to talk about Venom's influence on Tumblr.
God damn it.
I know that there was something you really wanted to tell me about.
Yeah, so like everyone, Spur can back me up here. Just, I'm sure he can back me up. People are just horny for him, and
Horny for who?
Venom.
Venom.
Yeah, people were. I know one
Yeah.
person personally who was really fucking horny for
It
Venom.
was dumb
Like-
because
As like Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock appearance or Venom?
Venom. Who else? It was
So
like,
it was like the Pennywise thing.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like the whole Pennywise.
God,
thing.
that was so
See,
dumb.
I with this is kind of going off track from Venom, but for like the Pennywise thing, I thought people had that for like
The
what was it?
actor.
Yeah, the actor Skarsgård. What's his first name? Bill? Steve?
Don't know.
Bill, whatever he is. I think it. Wow, I feel stupid for this.
Bill
Anyway.
Left for Dead.
Anyway, but yeah, I thought people had hots for the actor who played Pennywise, not the actual clown. But no, people want to fuck that clown,
Yeah,
which is
Juggalo fetish.
I remember there was a person I followed because they made like good art, you know, and then like all of a sudden they start posting THICC thick penny art, Pennywise art, penny art. I'll call
Oh,
it
were you
that.
talking about following artists and all of a sudden they start doing something really weird?
Yeah, it was they started doing
Yeah,
that.
I have an example of that. A good one on DeviantArt.
oh, boy.
I saw this one guy. I was like, oh, that's a pretty cute picture. I'm gonna follow them. I like this art they did without looking at their gallery, realizing they draw a lot of hyper muscles and hyper paw Yoshi.
No, that's horrible. No, but
And
here's
that
the
just had like what the fuck.
here's the thing. I didn't follow him and then realize he did that. He straight up just like they straight up like just changed entirely. They just like randomly decided, okay, fucking, I really need to draw Pennywise, with like his ass, his entire booty ass out, dude. Like
That
I
reminds
didn't
me.
even see that.
That reminds me. Back when I used DeviantArt, where I met Spur so many years ago. Before I met him, I used to follow this Godzilla artist. Really great art. Really great guy. Does like a lot of sculptures and drawings and whatnot. And I'm like, this guy's really talented. And he's like a really old guy too. Like I want to say his 50s. I don't remember his name. And I'm not just for clarification, I am not judging him. I'm not attacking him or anything. It's just something that this took me by surprise. I'm like, I never would have thought. Like, you know, I followed him for sculptures. I followed him for the paintings he would do, the drawings he would do, the tutorials he would give. Like, this guy's really talented. I really like his art. And then, like, one day out of nowhere, he starts making kaiju, which for those of you who don't know, kaiju are giant Japanese monsters like Godzilla, hence why I said he's a Godzilla artist. And he just started posting kaijus he drew as My Little Ponies.
Oh,
And I'm like,
that's a weird
this
term.
guy is in his 50s. And I'm
No.
like, it's like so out of place. Like, I can imagine like someone in their 20s doing this, but like someone in their 50s
know,
like, just
I'm imagining-
surprises me.
I'm imagining like a 50-year-old boomer dad or whatever just driving by in his lawnmower with this can of Monster Energy, playing some AC/DC, and then he got like My Little Pony t-shirt.
He would wear that because he would find it good at like Valley Village, and he's like, this shirt's my
I got a
size. My-"
daughter, it's okay. Fuck.
Anyway, back to the whole Venom and Tumblr
Oh
thing.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, so yeah, it's just the whole like horny monster fucker attitude on that site is just so dumb. Yeah, I remember with Shape of the Water too, where everyone was getting like all crazy for it. I was saying you can't get the hots for that or whatever. I don't care. It's just it's just annoying because it's the same, and it's the same thing with that stupid Peachette thing. And it's annoying because it just spams like what you're trying to look for. and or like you're just trying to scroll through and have a good time. No, instead you just get massive amounts of art and just everyone's hyper focusing on this thing, and it's like, okay, guys, there's a clear point where you can calm the hell down. That's like the whole thing that happened with Venom, and it's just like people wouldn't shut up about it. And I got to see like Venom's tongue or whatever inside some dude's butthole. I didn't need to see that. Thanks, dude.
Oh God! Speaking of people fantasizing over
Venom.
fictional characters,
Oh, okay.
as all of you guys know, I am a huge Devil May Cry fan, and
Yeah.
I actually did want to talk about Devil May Cry 5 here, because it's in development. Well, actually, pretty much finished. It's coming out next year, early next year, March next year, and I have tried multiple times to get into the public fandom, and that never works out because I usually get banned because there's one rule that you're supposed to follow in the fandom, and that is to hate the reboot. For all you guys who don't know, Devil May Cry had a reboot, and it wasn't really well received by the public. I personally think it's a really good.
Hey,
Hello?
gamer.
Hello.
Hi.
There you are. You're
Hey.
back.
So we'll cut all that out.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, speaking of characters being sexualized, for all of you guys who don't know, I really like the series Devil May Cry. Really good it's a really good game series. Right? It's hack and slash action. You got a wisecracking badass who doesn't fear evil type of deal. And for years, I've tried publicly being in the fandom, which never works out because I get banned. Because there's one rule in the fandom where you're supposed to hate the reboot. And so back in 2013, Devil May Cry had a reboot because Capcom's like, the series isn't doing well in the West, even though it was. We're going to reboot it. And people didn't like how different it was, how the characters looked different, how the lore was different. Stuff. I personally love it. And I get banned from these forums because my opinion's different. I have the minority opinion. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the man of the hour, which is Dante from the series. With 5 coming out soon, it's coming out in March. He has like this more older kind of appearance. Like, he's jokingly called a boomer.
He's a DILF
Right.
now.
And that's what I wanted to touch on. My feelings, it's the fandoms. And it's weird to be in this fandom for once without being banned. Where everyone says, yeah, I'm straight, but if Dante was real, I'd be bi. Or they're like, or they come and ask me, they're like, is it wrong that I want to fuck Dante? And I'm just like, yeah, it is. Like, Devil May Cry is already like a hard series for people. Like, I've tried getting everyone I know into it because I want people to talk to about it. Worked once, maybe twice, and it's weird because they're like, is it wrong I want to fuck Dante? And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah. Like, they have sexual feelings about Dante. They obsess. Like, I'll admit, I have an obsession over the series, but I don't go out of my way to like wanting to have sex with the characters. I just feel like that, like, having sex with fictional characters is creepy. And I'm going to offend people by saying this. I know I am.
Nick and me laughing in the corner.
I know that you guys won't get offended by what I'm saying, but I know there's
you have
going
an
to be people
opinion.
out there because I know there's people out there who are going to say otherwise. But it's just the touch on what we're talking about Venom and Tumblr is just, it's weird how fictional characters have this sort of effect on people. You know?
I want Bowser to nut on my ass.
Like,
People like to fantasize about things that they can't have. So
yeah,
I think that's
and that's
part of the
understandable.
thrill
Bowser's nuts.
It's just
I'm sorry, I can't take this. I mean, again, I could cut this out. It's just...
But as for Devil May Cry itself, it's one of those things that, I mean, you got to really play to understand why people like it so much, or very little from what I've seen. It's a weird fan base, honestly. Like, no one agrees with each other. A lot of people are ungrateful. But I'm really looking forward for the 5th installment, and I hope that it's good. You know, it's been 10 years since 4 came out. I feel like in the 10 years since 4 came out, 5 years since 3, I feel like that it's going to be a good game from gameplay demos that are out. There are some controversial things that I could touch on, but I really don't know if I should. Do you guys think I should touch on them?
I think it's alright.
Alright.
I think...
But yeah, I mean, here at ZapCast, we like to express our fandoms, our interests, what we really are passionate about. And that's what I wanted to make this podcast for, is to really talk about things that we really enjoy or find really funny. And I feel like talking about your passions with people allows it to be shared, like a culture in a way. Like, share your ideal, share your views on things, share what you're really into. Don't hide your interest away if you feel bad about it. Like, always feel free to express it, because the only person that's judging is yourself. That's what I like to say. I mean, sure, there are people out there who will judge. Like, we just talk about people who are fantasizing over Venom, but like, I feel like that's different than like hiding what you're passionate about.
I mean, I just want to kind of come in and say, like, no matter what we say, you do you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's the beauty of, I guess, the internet in general, is everyone's allowed to express their opinion, and while not everyone is going to agree with everyone else, you know, I think you can find comfort in your own communities.
Yeah.
So you do you, and what anyone else thinks, well, fuck it.
And we're just 4 guys on the internet. Like, we don't have the power to change anyone's minds. We don't have the power to change truth. All we can do is simply have you guys listen to us and, you know, just have fun.
Yeah.
You can dislike this podcast. Who can tell this is only the first episode, but like, if you guys don't like it, you guys don't have to listen further. If you guys do like it, we encourage you to continue listening to us. You know, it's only so much we can do to persuade everyone. And I think persuasion is a very powerful thing that if it's used in the wrong hands, it can lead to bad stuff. But if it's used rightly, if that'll work rightly, I think that's
correctly, whatever.
If it's used rightly, it has the power to change things, or at least get people to open up. But yeah. So anyone else want to contribute to this?
Sorry, I was just sniffing NyQuil.
As you do.
I just like noticed, like, I was like, yo, this NyQuil's been down here for like fucking a week.
You guys do know that NyQuil is like a drug.
Yeah.
Like you can like
It's
sniffing NyQuil. It's like, okay.
I was like wondering what it smells like.
Well, now you know.
It smells good. It smells good, kind of, but then like you start sniffing it too much and it smells kind of bad. But like, cause it's strong.
Yeah.
If I don't have a cough and I take NyQuil, will it give me like double cough resistance? I don't think drugs work like that.
Don't think it does.
I could try. But...
Crimson, you want to see something?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, if no one really has anything to contribute to our little speech back there, you can go ahead with your Devil May Cry stuff.
Oh, I'm pretty much done. I wasn't really going to touch on the controversial things because that could be for another episode. I mean, it's already pretty much been nailed to death like the
Yeah,
microtransaction thing in its theme song, they've been nailed to death. They've been set in stone. It's moving
Yeah.
on.
Well, I suppose if we're moving on, then we can get into my territory.
Yeah. Oh yes, Doctor Who
yes,
just started
Doctor Who.
last Sunday, didn't it?
Last Sunday, this past Sunday, whatever you want to say. I know some countries the week starts on Monday, others starts on Sunday.
Wait, really?
Regardless, this previous Sunday, tonight is October 11th, 2018. The first episode of the new series of Doctor Who, the Woman Who Fell to Earth, premiered. And for people who don't know what Doctor Who is, it's a British sci-fi series that started back in 1963. And to keep it going, the idea was that the Doctor, who is a Time Lord, can regenerate into a new body. So whenever the previous actor who played the Doctor, wants to leave the show, a new one can come in, take their place, and the show could continue. As you can say, same person, different face. The reason I'm saying same person, different face is because for the first 12 incarnations, the Doctor had been male, but now for this series, we have a female Doctor who is portrayed by Jodie Whittaker. Now, for Jodie Whittaker, at first, I was a little skeptical to the whole idea. I mean, the show Doctor Who is a show that's all about change, but the thing is, a change this big, I wasn't the only person among the hundreds of thousands of fans who may have been skeptical about this rather interesting change. So after viewing the episode, I think, granted, I don't know how much I can tell from the first episode because
it's just the pilot.
Yeah, well, new Doctor stories always tend to be start off with a big bang, so to speak. They're really the first stories for the new Doctors, they're usually very good episodes, in my opinion.
This one was like subpar, I guess.
No. Well, what I'm saying is that I can't really tell what the rest of the series will be like from now on, from the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
But first impressions are also very important, and that's why I think that when they've got episodes with new Doctors, the new episodes tend to be very good. And from what I can tell, despite all my skepticism, to me, Jodie Whittaker is in fact the Doctor. She nailed the role, in my opinion. She's got that whole eccentric cunningness to her, and you can see, because every other, especially in recent years, anyone else who has played the Doctor has taken inspiration from previous Doctors, and you can tell that she knows what she's doing. It's not. That's the one thing that I think all of us Whovians can take into comfort, is when they select a new Doctor, they're not going to choose someone who's going to give a bad performance, especially not now after it was revived in 2005. That the 80s was a different story, but coming back to 2005 onward, I've enjoyed every Doctor so far from 2005. So yeah, for overall on Jodie Whittaker and her performance, as far as I can tell, she's going to be a fantastic Doctor, and I look forward to more. The episode was good. I think some parts were a little hard to follow. I think other Doctor Who fans are going to agree with me that one of the best parts of the episode was Salad Guy.
Salad
Guy. Yeah, basically halfway through the episode, the main antagonist, is an alien, dressed like in kind of like, for lack of a better term, he looked kind of like he was dressed up in all leather, like a biker. All black leather with a black
gay
helmet.
Biker alien.
Maybe. I don't know. But
In this
so
generation, I'm not surprised if it would be.
yeah. But anyway, so the alien steps out. This guy, obviously drunk. He's eating a kebab, but he's like picking off like the lettuce and tomatoes out of it. Then he sees this alien, and he's like, "Oi, mate, Halloween's not for another month." Then he starts throwing lettuce and tomato at this alien. And he says, "Eat my salad, Halloween." And it was just wonderful just to see that kind of comedic. And of course, throwing salad at the alien resulted in his death, unfortunately.
No,
But,
that would be.
Yeah, but for the few minutes that he was alive, it was entertaining. So overall, in my opinion, I enjoyed the episode. My one little, the one part I really didn't care for was one of the new companions, Ryan. His grandmother. This is a spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, who's interested in it. His grandmother dies in the episode, so it's one of those things where it's like you kind of are. On the one hand, you don't have that character who won't be traveling, who everyone has to check in with all the time. But on the other hand, it's one of those things where it's like you feel kind of bad because I actually start to like this character throughout the episode, and then she dies. So it's just like, well, this was basically a disposable character that they had in the episode. So that's really my only complaint. And the fact that the new episode ended on a cliffhanger.
No, one of those two-parters. I hate those.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of TV shows.
Yeah, not to mention this episode was already an hour and a half long.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's actually really long for a series season opener. But yeah,
Arrow did the same thing.
yeah.
Well, I think all their episodes are like that, but Arrow did similar.
I was speaking in general for Doctor Who. Usually those are, at least from what I can remember at this point in time, the series openers are usually 45 minutes to an hour. So this was, this was had a pretty good time slot for it. And ending on a cliffhanger just kind of irritated me because, like, it ends on the cliffhanger, it fades, and then, you're like, is that it?
Yeah.
It took me a while to realize, is that it, or is there going to be more? But no, we gotta wait until Sunday before we can see what happens next.
Yeah, there's some shows like that where like they just leave off. It's like you're on the like. You guys put like you made the duration this so long. Why couldn't you guys just like cram more in?
Yeah.
I don't watch too much TV.
Neither do I.
There are some shows that I do watch which are episodic and like they lead like you to be continued. For example, Ash vs. Evil Dead was one. I really like that show. Got canceled. Huntic is a cartoon, but it was the same thing. That each episode ended with a to be continued. However, the general formula was like there were some episodes which were like continued off for the last episode, but they were all episodic, but like sometimes it would start off in a whole different place or a whole different setting, a whole different goal. I guess another good example would be like the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Again, another cartoon, but like again, it they would leave off on things sometimes, and you just gotta like have to wait for the next week. It's about the suspense, really.
Oh yeah, no doubt. They kind of want to keep you watching, especially with this new series, which actually, despite all the skepticism and kind of outrage by some of the fan base, this was actually the best performing season opener Doctor Who has had in a while.
Really?
Yeah, it had a high viewership. So I guess that all we can really wait and see. All we can do is wait and see what comes out of this next. And it feels fresh again. You know, we also got a new head writer, not headlighter. You know, head writer for the series. So Stephen Moffat was the previous head writer of Doctor Who, and to be honest, his episodes were getting stale. So this new episode, new writer, new doctor, new companions. I'm excited for it. So that's all I've really got to say about it so far.
All right. So thank you, Crimson, for your input on the new Doctor Who, and we look forward to hearing more about your about the episodes each week.
Yeah.
We're gonna try making Doctor Who a weekly thing, so you guys can catch up and hear Crimson's apparent opinions on the new Doctor Who series. We're now gonna cut to a break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about some news articles that really caught my eye. Stay tuned. Welcome back to ZapCast, the first entertainment-based podcast in space.
Yay.
Asterisks. That works too.
Let's get some fucking Phil Collins. Let's get some Phil Collins. My cassette is wet.
We gotta fill this podcast with
it's
some
the-
Collins.
It's O'Malley and the Alley Cats, the movie, but for the
O'Malley
second,
and the O'Malley Cats.
it's the Alley Cats movie on Sega CD, but
O'Malley
it's all 12 featuring 12 Phil Collins songs, but all the Phil Collins songs are playing at the same time. It's not a bug.
Simultaneously, not a bug.
Also, all reversed.
No, half of them are.
If you pay attention to the lyrics, Phil Collins says "fuck" backwards.
If you listen to it, you can hear him say Phil is dead.
You know, like
Fuck
that one song,
off.
that one Phil Collins song where it builds up and it's like boom, 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 like
In the
that.
air tonight.
Yeah, in the air tonight. When it gets to that point, it just doesn't stop the drum loop. It's just going.
Gorilla.
That
That gorilla on the drums, dude.
Hell yeah, Winston.
Winston.
So, I wanted to sorry, Crimson.
Well, what I was gonna say that Hudson should do is take an empty NyQuil bottle and like put blue Gatorade or Kool-Aid in it, and just drink from it.
It's pretty dark. I don't know if that would pass.
What you do is you take the blue Kool-Aid and then you get you could do blue Kool-Aid with Mountain Dew Baja Blast
Mhm.
or Mountain Dew, or you could do the green and the blue Kool-Aid mixed together.
Well,
What?
what you call it? Gatorade has like the low sugar one that's like clear.
Yeah.
Well, no, NyQuil's thick.
Oh, well then that could be like fucking like
I could put
do
in
half and half.
soda.
Yeah.
With how the bottle works, it's like, dude, fucking, I would totally like empty out this NyQuil and start taking a. Well, no, I don't want to empty out because that'd be wasteful of the NyQuil, and I don't want to waste it. But
That's just expensive.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but
Why
if,
is Google Play Music recommending me 21 Pilots? I hate them.
whatever you listened to that got you 21 Pilots recommended to you, I hope you cut that out of your life.
I need to, yeah.
Imagine if it's like one of his favorite bands, like Coldplay or Maroon 5.
It's probably Maroon 5, I would say.
Maroon 5.
Yeah. I
Or Green Day.
Green Day, Luigi.
Can't Knock the Hustle by Weezer.
Oh yeah, Weezer's
That's what recommended 21 Pilots.
No, I'm just saying,
Oh.
like, that's another recommended new release.
I
I
started
guess
listening.
Weezer is tolerable.
It listens to Burzum for a few days and then suddenly get 21 Pilot recommendations.
Speaking of Burzum,
Yeah.
so I know we were gonna read these articles, but I need you to like, I need you to read this if I can find it.
All right.
It's Hurley from Weezer.
Is he on a CD case?
Yeah.
that's Hurley from Weezer.
All right.
They said-
That's an album.
I know Hurley.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into these articles here in a sec. I just wanted to show Geronimo something. I said your real name a couple times in this already. I feel bad.
I'll
Well,
just
that-
put
that's
in
okay,
like
'cause we
a
can just
fucking
well,
robot voice
no.
that goes Geronimo or something like that.
no. See, well, I thought that the stuff we were talking about in between was going to be cut out.
Well, he said he's
yeah.
still recording.
Yeah, I'm
Well, yeah.
recording. But like I can keep this stuff here just for the
Deck
hell of
und Puls.
it. Tick on
Uh,
the bolts.
So I wanted to start off in a light note with this first article. So this is going to be our a new segment that hopefully we can keep going. It's called well, I don't know what to call it, but it's basically we read off really really weird articles we find off the internet, and we try to get everyone here like to get some sort of opinion on it. Usually, I went off of a subreddit called Offbeat. If you guys want to check that out, and it's where I found most of these articles. And so here's the first one. This is from Metro UK. It's titled "Greece Bans Obese Tourists from Riding on Donkeys." Greece has banned fat tourists from riding on donkeys after campaigners said the animals were being left with spinal injuries.
Don't laugh.
The
It's not
move,
appropriate
the
to
move
laugh.
comes from after shocking images emerged of donkeys steps of the Greek island of Santorini holding obese holidaymakers. Lawmakers in Greece have since pledged to do more help to the animals. Here are a couple of images. For you guys probably won't be able to see these unless we put this channel on YouTube.
Oh no. No, this is making me sad now. Jesus Christ. Oh.
The country's Ministry of Rural Development and Food has published a new set of regulations regarding donkeys' well-being after receiving multiple complaints following media coverage in July. These state donkeys giving tourist rides in Santorini should not carry any loads heavier than 100 kilograms or 1/5 of their weight. It follows animal activists on the island claiming donkeys were being forced to carry even heavier loads while they work long hours, 7 days a week, without shelter, rest and water, leaving them with spinal injuries and open wounds from ill-fitting saddles.
Oh.
The bulletin states, the owners of working equidae should assure that the animal's level of health is high. There should also be disinfection materials in their living quarters and workstations. Under no circumstances should be used animals unfit for work. An example, ill animals, injured animals in advanced pregnancy, as well as animals with poor maintenance of hooves. The animals should be given appropriate and adequate food and fresh drinking water daily into containers which cannot be contaminated and are cleaned at least once a day. Working equines, is that how you say it? Equines?
Equines? Oh,
Like
like
the horse.
equine.
Equine?
Fuck.
Equine.
Equine.
Equine. I think you can say
Horse!
yeah.
Horse things.
Donkey. Horse subspecies should not be loaded with excessive weight of their size or age or physical condition, and like I said, cannot exceed 100 kilograms. Santorini is known for its hilly terrain, and donkeys have traditionally been used to transport people to fancy stepped areas, which vehicles can access, such as the capital Fira. And basically, just like some history. So, for what I've gathered from this article, a lot of fat tourists. Secondly, these donkeys are not properly taken care of.
Yeah. That makes me sad. It's like animal abuse. I don't even blame the overweight people, because it's like they just went there. They probably don't know the donkeys got a weight limit on them. So and going there and the place is like, yeah, sure, you can ride these motherfuckers. Go ahead. And then the donkey's like dying. That's horrible, actually. Damn.
Hmm.
You're gonna fuck
Well,
up a perfectly good donkey. That donkey could have been having a good time.
Well, I mean, in general, the donkeys definitely should be better taken care of.
Oh yeah, no, that's all on the owner's fault, because you're fucking up some
Yeah, and-
donkeys, dude.
100 kilograms. How much is that?
That's roughly like 200 pounds.
Wow,
Okay,
they can carry a lot.
Yeah.
Still,
You'd be
though.
surprised at what animals can carry.
Don't like some roller coasters have a weight limit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nothing new, really.
I mean, I'm on the board, like, not to get into any mathematical stuff, but I'm like 153 on a good day. So, I mean, like, I'd still fit. I'm almost crossing the line, but God, imagine if I, like, sorry about off topic, but I used to be really overweight. I would not be able to ride on that donkey. God.
Well, I don't think any of us are going to be riding donkeys anytime soon. So.
I'll ride
You
a donkey.
never know. I've ridden
Wait.
a horse before.
Wait, maybe furries shouldn't say that they'll ride donkeys. Okay, let me stop. I'll ride a donkey. Alright, gamers.
So our second article here is moons can have more moons. Sorry, moons can have moons, and they are called moons.
Yes, I actually I didn't read it, but I saw this article earlier and I'm just like, yes.
This is by New Scientist. I've never heard of this, but it seems to be a credible source because it's a premium article where I have to pay $50 just to view it. Fuck. But,
Die.
Yeah,
You can find it on I fucking love science.
Oh, well, I don't... God, I don't want to mess with that Facebook of a mess of a place. But anyways, sorry for those who claim to love science. Sorry.
I fucking hate science. I'll go to that website. Where's I fucking hate science?
Okay, not to attack me here, but if I want to view I fucking love science on Facebook, I'd rather just watch The Big Bang Theory.
Bazingo.
Oh my god.
But anyway, this article is by Leah Crane. Tips off to you, Leah Crane. You made a meme.
What
You
did
made a
you
meme.
make that noise?
Who said memes can't make it?
At all.
Starts out with stars are orbited by planets, which are orbited by moons. But what comes next? More moons, according to a new analysis. Whatever. Potato.
Analysis. No, that's
Julia
not
Cole. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, keep going.
Julia Kohlmeyer at Carnegie Observatories in Pasadena,
I think?
I've never been to California.
Neither have I.
Oh, California's not real. We don't have to worry about it. Continue.
Oh yeah, that's
Alright,
true.
cool.
They're trying to annex
Yeah.
themselves. And Sean Scene.
Sean.
Scene.
Sean?
Scene.
It's dumb.
Sean!
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 Sean Raymond at the University of.
Place.
Not gonna say that French word because I'm American. France. Calculated whether a moon orbiting a planet could have a moon of its own. A moon of a moon has no formal name, perhaps because we never spotted one, but both submoon and moon have been suggested. And that's all I can read because I have to pay $25 to read it digitally.
Well-
oh shit.
Newspaper DLC.
Double moon blocked by paywall.
I can say that I'm vouching for Moon Moon.
Yeah.
I am
Astrology is pay to win. I have.
Dude, I need to know what my astrological sign is, dude. I have to pay $5 just to find out. God damn.
God, you're such a Cancer.
I'm such a Gemini.
Such a Virgo.
Actually, I am a Virgo.
That's
so
such a
thank you.
classic Sagittarius.
God.
Come on, Sparky. That's such a Taurus.
I'm sorry I'm such a cuck.
I'm such sorry that I'm such a gay.
My horoscope says I have to be extra gay today.
My horoscope says I have to be extra horny on main today and actually retweet porn and not just like it.
Hey guys, sorry, I'm a Cancer. Let me just publicly post some gay furry porn.
I guess I gotta do that then. I'm a Cancer, shit.
Yeah?
Sorry, boss. I can't show up to work today. My horoscope says I need to participate in the blood ritual.
I can't go to work today. Sorry. Horoscope says I have to be in a riot.
Listen,
I'm gonna text my boss right now and say, "Hey, I can't go to work tomorrow."
Horoscope says work is gay.
Listen,
I'm not doing that.
I'm a Sagittarius. I must whip myself over and over again to show God that I am below him and that he should give us humans mercy from the Black Death. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's just a Sagittarius thing you don't understand.
As a Capricorn, my horoscope says that I need to start the holy wars with Jerusalem.
Saladin, your days are numbered. The Sagittarius is coming.
We just lost like half of our fan base. We aren't even half yet.
This is good. No, fuck it. This is good.
Keep this in.
No, fucking this is the meat. This is the fat fucking Bigfoot meat that I so crave.
Oh god, holy wars.
Holy War! The Holy Wars?
Holy War.
Yeah, no, the Megadeth song. Doesn't that just randomly switch into yelling about the Punisher or something like midway through the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just starts talking about the Punisher.
I love how like the Holy Wars is one of those one of those type of subjects that's always inaccurate, except when you play Dante's Inferno for the PS3. But like, I don't get why they always mess that up. It should be simple, you know? Like, it's literally just like fighting over the capital of Jerusalem, pretty much. You know?
What? Sorry, the Holy Wars? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, here's the thing, right? You've got a bunch of dudes coming from. I try. Hey, that's a good line. Sorry, fuck whatever I was about to say, because we didn't talk about BuzzFeed Blue trying to kidnap his friend 3 times.
What happened to the other 2?
I really love that in the thumbnail. It says outsmarted. Yo, just
here it is.
Hey, real quick, let me just hold someone out gunpoint. Get outsmarted, you fucking idiot. It's my stupid.
2 hours.
God, who fucking made that
watched that
video? I
whole
want to
thing.
kill them.
I watched that whole thing. It's
How biased was it? Is
it's
it based on opinion?
factual stuff. I think it's been a while since I've seen
It's
it.
probably some nitpicky shit that doesn't even matter.
There was another one there where it's like it was like a Stephen Rapeyverse and how I learned to love the fusion or something like that. And basically, it's like they critiqued like the animation style. They critiqued the like Rebecca Sugar, all that type of stuff. And then like the comments just full of people who used to be Steven Universe and like I was a big Steven Universe fan, and if I still was, I would have attacked you. But seeing your argument here, I see that I'm not that this show is actually pretty bad, and I was been blind the whole time. And so like he's converted like a lot of people into not liking Steven Universe. I'm like, wow.
Wait,
usually people.
I need to find that one thing where it's like
Because that morning.
The Steven Universe is garbage. Like someone did that post, but then like added there's another one that was like why Super Mario Odyssey is not that great or something. and it's
He
like
was
an
like, "Oh,
hour
2 hours."
long. It's like what?
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares, dude? Who the fuck?
up,
I
hold up,
One
hold
video I
up.
saw. It was someone. He said basically it was like a video. I can't remember the title. It was like reasons why Batman versus Superman was good. And it's like the video is an hour and 30 minutes long, pretty much the entire length of the movie. So I just like to imagine a guy sitting down and watching the entire movie and saying, this part's good. This part's great. This part's memorable. You know?
Yeah. Oh my god, hold up. I'm getting the fucking shitty image. Like I think I might actually go through and watch this because I am so curious on what this idiot is talking about for 2 hours fucking straight. Look at this bullshit.
Hey, look.
Yeah, that's the post. Yeah,
There it
that
is.
thing you like sucks. Give me views. Part 1. God,
Stop enjoying things.
a fucking hour. Sonic? Question mark. Why do YouTube okay, this is beaten to death, but why do YouTube Christian House? Ooh.
You hear
I'll
Pikachu's.
show my face.
You hear Pikachu's cry in the distance.
You hear him yell, "Looking for a boyfriend-free girl."
Looking for a girlfriend-free boy.
Okay, so far we've made fun of
me.
Tumblr, we made fun of horoscopes of Tumblr, we made fun of Christian, and we made fun of Venom. So are we
gonna die.
relevant yet?
Yeah.
We gotta make fun of Jake Paul. Say something about Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, big stupid.
Okay, there, we're in the algorithm now.
Okay, let me try again. Let me just give it one more shot
Hold up.
just to secure the deal. Jake Paul, Vicks, NyQuil, cough suppressant.
Let's see what.
I ain't gonna try.
In the algorithm.
Suck it, Nate. Suck
Wait,
it, Nate.
hold up. I know. We can get in the algorithm. We can get in the algorithm now, guys. New Fortnite skin.
Is it co-starring Drake and Ninja?
Yes.
Or Kanye? Is it Kanye or Drake?
It's Drake.
Lil
I
Pump.
think.
It's
Lil Pump.
both.
Oh god.
I love that the Kanye
With 50
video.
Cent.
I love the Kanye video. The new. God. All right. Yeah. Here's something relevant. The you're such a fucking hoe. I love it. I don't remember the name of the song, but anyways, that music video to that with Minecraft, fucking Kanye and Pump. I love how Pump looks perpetually scared throughout the entire video. He looks horrified through the entire thing.
The most beautiful voice ever. The Stanley Parable.
I just
Narrator.
realized I have
Comedy
one more
night.
article to read.
Oh yeah.
And
Subscriber robot.
I was gonna say this entire layout's gone to shit now, hasn't it?
Fallout 76 is a strangely lonely multiplayer game.
I just had some more
So-
NyQuil.
Our third
God.
article is a doozy.
Oh, boy.
This is by NPR, National Public Radio,
Mhm.
U.S. Where is it? Okay. It is a national article. It means anything. This was posted on my birthday. Oh, nice. How lovely. Novelist who penned "How to Murder Your Husband" essay charged with husband's murder. How to get away with murder? Maybe don't write a blog post about getting away with murder. Last week, police in Portland, of course it's Portland, sorry, arrested 68-year-old Nancy Crampton Brophy. Oh, God.
Brophy or Brovy?
Brophy.
Brof or Brove?
Trophy, like trophy, like a bro trophy. Like a trophy you give out for bromance.
Yeah, bro trophies
Yeah.
are what you give your homies when you suck
bro,
them off.
You're a great bro. Thanks, bro. I got you a brophy.
Hey, Spur. Hey, Spur.
What?
Here's a brophy for you for being such a
Bro.
good bro to me.
Brofees are what you give your
Bro.
homies when you jack them off.
When you kiss your homie goodnight.
When you give them a little good night sucky sucky.
When you give him a good night talk.
Good night sucky.
She's charged with the murder in the death of her 63-year-old husband, Chef Daniel Brophy. Oh, so she's older than her husband. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, that's
You're such a.
That starts like as she kills him. Honey, what's playing on the radio? You're such a fucking hoe. I love it, and then he screams.
At 8:30 a.m. on June 2nd, police and medics arrived to the Oregon Culinary Institute after students and instructors arriving for class found Brophy suffering from a gunshot wound. The first responders attempted to revive him, but weren't successful. In a press conference that day, police said that they were investigating the death as a homicide and that they had no immediate suspects. Crampton Brophy is a self-published author of romantic suspense novels, many featuring chiseled ex-Navy SEALs, books with rugged men, strong women, and a good story. She touted on her website. There she described her home life, part of which read like the less satisfying last pages of a romance novel. Do you want me to read that for you guys?
Maybe, I don't know. It's like I like.
I'm not gonna read.
Yeah, that's. I
Huh?
I ain't about like. I really like the fact that this like she fucking shot him into culinary school. Like he's just teaching people how to make some fucking pancakes or something. And
Oh
she just
no, they didn't
gunshot
even
him.
show up.
Oh.
Like this was before class started, so he got there like to prepare for everything. I'm assuming before class.
Yeah, I know. So the students show up and he's fucking like, on them like, oh, my wife's a bitch.
My God. That's a scary
Your
thought.
wife, poopy.
My wife, big stupid.
But in
She's a big-
2011, for a blog called C. Jane Publish, that's her name, right? Nancy, though. Okay, I'm confused. Maybe that's like a book character of hers. Crampton Brophy wrote an essay titled, "Oh, okay, it's not her blog, it's someone else's blog." Okay, I get it. Crampton Brophy wrote an essay titled "How to Murder Your Husband." The post is no longer public. As a romantic suspense writer, I spent a long time thinking about about murder and consequently about police procedure. The post read, "After all, if the murderer is supposed to be set me free, I certainly don't want to spend any time in jail. And let me say clearly for the record, I don't like jumpsuits and orange isn't my color." She's a bit piggy, isn't she? Nancy, I guess orange is the color you're going to be wearing for the rest of your life. The essay described a range of possible motives for murdering a husband, ranging from avoiding the financial hit of a divorce to infidelity by a lying, cheating bastard, and even the possibility that the wife is a professional contract killer. Because she's Hitman 47.
We jumped a little bit there. Oh, the classic financial issues, divorce, infidelity.
Infidelity.
Hitman, hired assassin, ready to kill at a moment's notice. The usual.
It's whatever every homely wife wants to be.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for them. You go on Tinder, they're like half of them are ready to just shoot you for 500.
I can confirm this.
Yeah, he's been murdered several times.
Oh yeah, I just keep coming back. Kill me,
That's
come back,
how we're
stronger pills.
That's why we're
That's
in
how it works
space.
in the world of ZapCast.
We're trying to avoid these
Yeah.
thoughts.
Kill me, come back, stronger pills. They work every time.
I just take NyQuil.
That's the discount version. You fall asleep. You see, if you take it before you get killed, you just fall asleep.
Great
You
value.
wake up.
Yeah, I heard that if you take
Great
enough
value,
NyQuil, you
nighttime
turn
cough
invisible.
suppressant.
If you take a small amount of NyQuil before you die, the NyQuil will kick in, right? Hello?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I spilled NyQuil over my fucking leg. Oh no.
So what you do is before you die, you take a bit of NyQuil, and so the NyQuil will kick in at least after an hour, and then you fall asleep. You don't die. So then you wake up in the morning and you wonder why your face is half cut open.
It's a little numb.
Will be after your face is cut open.
The morgue stuff. Maybe your insides. I don't know.
Yeah, they have like a little incision right above your pee-pee.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm derailing from this article, but just one more thing we could get back to. It reminds me of this one guy who died right?
Mhm.
But he came back to life the second before the person, like in the forensics, like, you know, they were about to cut open, they were about to do an incision on his face. So he woke up from being dead, no pulse or anything. He woke up as he was about to be cut open, and it freaked the doctor out or whoever was performing on him. And that's what I'm saying. He took NyQuil.
Yeah, the truth is he had some fucking NyQuil. I'm renaming myself to NyQuil on the other server.
So about the article, it also weighted the pros and cons of different methods. Guns, loud, messy, require some kills, some skills, also some kills probably. Knives, really professional, close up, blood everywhere. You.
Fucking, if I was the professor grading this paper, this fucking essay, I would fail her for patronizing me about guns being loud. Wow, excellent research, dipshit. Go research, please, like, just fucking sociology or something like that. Not fucking if guns are loud.
Now, if you talk about the Holocaust, you could automatic gay all as long.
Megadeth. If I was a professor and you just turned in a paper that said Megadeth, I would pass you immediately. Like, hey kid, good job, you just won.
If I was a history professor and if you were to give me a paper that just said Blind Guardian discography, you get an automatic pass.
You just walk in my class and go, Holy War! And I'm just like, alright, dude, you got a fucking A.
You leave.
You just leave. I'm like, that kid is fucking passing, baby.
She warned against committing a crime of passion. Most of the time, there is a trail that leads directly to you. Each type of murder leaves clues. A crime of passion does not look like a stranger was involved. Well, she got found out. So I think that her trail was her own doing. Just saying. The couple have been married for 27 years. Oh wow, that's not long at all. Because she's 60. I mean, she's almost 70. That's not long at all for a marriage. Like, you know, usually you think like 40 years.
How
27 years.
27 years?
So
That's still a long time. A lot of marriages don't last that long.
68 and her husband she killed was 63. I mean, that's like what my grandmother is like in her mid 60s. My grandfather was in her late 60s. They were like married for 40 years. So I mean, like, that's a surprise to me.
I'm gonna be real. This lady sound like she never grew out of her Tumblr super hulock phase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Crimmy?
Yeah.
You know?
He probably does.
You get that feel from it, like, let me just start writing some fan fictions on fanfiction.net about how I hate my fucking husband and how he wants a divorce because I won't get a job.
The couple have been married for 27 years, according to the Oregonian. It's Oregon, I-N.
Organian.
It's
Papua New Guinea.
Whatever. It's a weird word. Let's just.
I would.
And we're reportedly inseparable. Brophy, God, this is a terrible last name. Also a cool one. Was a lead instructor at the Culinary Institute, where he was remembered as the resident encyclopedia of knowledge, with offbeat sense of humor and a creative approach to teaching. Sounds like a cool guy. No, I'm not trying to be sarcastic. He actually sounds like a cool guy. The day after her husband's death, Crampton Brophy posted an update to Facebook. I have sad news to relate. My husband and best friend, Chef Dave Brophy, was killed yesterday morning. For those of you who are close to me and feel this deserved a phone call, you are right, but I'm struggling to make sense of everything right now, she wrote. Well, I appreciate all of your loving responses. I am overwhelmed. Please save your phone calls for a few days until I can function. But a neighbor, Don McConnell, I can actually pronounce this one, told the or oregano. I was gonna say oregano.
Yeah, that works.
Organian.
Organian. That actually does sound right.
That sounds nice.
Organium. That reminds me of that one Pokemon, Meganium.
Of an odd interaction with the widow. She never showed any signs of being upset or sad, McConnell said. I would say she had an air of relief, like it was almost a godsend. Holy what?
She's like a godsend, and then next week you see her at Jerusalem screaming Deus Vult.
She asked whether the police had been keeping her updated. She said, "No, I'm a suspect. I'm a suspect." Without emotion, McConnell said. The news was a jolt to others. It's a big shock, a big shock. Brophy's mother, Karen Brophy, God damn, I feel so sorry for her, told the Washington Post. Oh, so she's Washingtonian, okay. Oh yeah, Oregon is pretty close to Washington. But we're not making any statements. Everyone that knows her, especially those closer to her than myself, are sick at heart. Anna Brentwood, a writer who says she has known the couple for 2 decades, told the Oregonian, "We are hoping the police are wrong in just going after the easiest target." At a candlelight vigil, a week after his death, Daniel Brophy was remembered as being gruffly unsightly. Okay, it's basically talking about him. No. Just trying to find it as like. Oh, so at the end of the day, she didn't wear an orange jumpsuit. She wore a blue one.
Oh, well, hey, blue might be
there you go.
might complement her eyes more.
Probably. I mean, here's little Nancy Crampton Brophy.
I have an idea of what she looks like in my head. Post that shit. I was right. I was right. She looked exactly how I envisioned this bitch.
See, I thought she would look more like a bitter old librarian.
Really?
Now she looks more like just like a bootleg Paula Deen.
Bootleg? She is a bootleg Paula Deen. She's married to a chef.
Her husband was a chef. So
yeah, that's true.
She's so crusty looking.
God.
Did she do meth?
Maybe.
She ate.
Yeah,
she
she
must have
smoked
ate a
weed.
lot if she did meth. Cause she got that meth face, but now that guy fucks.
I really wanted to limit this to like 3 articles, but I really need to show this one. Like, I really need to read this one.
Yeah.
So you guys know about the notorious Florida man and the occasional Idaho man?
Yep.
I don't know much about Idaho, man. That one's a little new to me, actually.
Louisiana man.
Oh.
Louisiana man told officers a ghost planted meth on him before arrest.
I believe it.
This is our little man right here. Our little Casper friend.
He's valid.
Can we close the cast with an image of the pyro?
If you want. Oh. Please.
Yo, this guy fucks, dude.
With what?
This is from WVLT8, Knoxville, Tennessee, news channel. Authorities say they arrested a Louisiana man on drug and false reporting charges after he told them quite a story, possibly involving a ghost. The Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office say they reported to a home on Leonard Drive on the West Monroe area after getting a call from a man who said that he had been attacked with an axe. The man claims someone stabbed him in the head with the bladed weapon. When deputies arrived, they found the caller, Michael L. Ottenberry, at his front door, cursing at people who were obviously not there. Deputies say the man was not calm and cursing at them too, so they placed him in handcuffs for their safety. Upon looking Ottenberry over, they say they found no indication that he had actually been hit in the head with an axe. According to arrest records, Ottenberry also told deputies that intruders were inside his home. They went inside, but they say they couldn't find any intruders. What they did find, however, was a small bag of meth in plain sight on a nightstand. They also say that they found a gram of meth on Ottenberry. When asked about the meth, deputies say Ottenberry told them that the intruder or a ghost planted the meth. Ottenberry is charged with giving a false police report and the possession of a controlled dangerous substance.
This dude fucks.
Do you guys believe this little Casper story? I mean,
Yeah.
personally, I believe in paranormal. You guys might not know that, but like,
How else did the meth get there?
oh, I don't know. Ghosts
Do you
did,
think he
dude.
put it there?
No.
No.
No, ghosts.
No.
Casper.
Dude,
Do you guys know that Casper hasn't really done anything since that 90s movie? He's
Yeah.
probably been on some drugs.
who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. There you go.
That's the crack dealership.
What?
We all know this.
Yeah.
Like,
Slimer is the dealer.
do you guys think that
Slimer
Macaulay
fucks.
Culkin is like a ghost?
Hmm?
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay
Alone.
Culkin. How do you spell that dude's name?
Macaulay's cooking.
I don't know. It's like weird, but it's
Macaulay-
pronounced
oh, I
Macaulay
found
Culkin.
Macaulay
Do you
Culkin.
think? I think he could be like the ghost that planted the meth.
Possibly.
This kid has been through so much. I feel bad for this dude.
Dude, kid actors always turn up bad.
I think he's been trying his best. He's done.
He's redeemed himself. I mean, he does like. I think he smokes cigarettes now, but he stopped like all the hard stuff.
I wouldn't say he redeemed himself. More of he's turned his life around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he's like an image of him from like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
But this is him now. With the loads.
Aw, that makes me happy. Look at you. He looks
He's actually
happy.
coming around. It's because he's
That's nice.
shaved.
Yeah.
Rid of
Well,
the
that and
facial
I don't
hair,
think
that's all
he's
that
doing hard drugs as much. Look how pale he was. Ooh, unless that's the lighting, but I don't know. That's pretty pale. I feel bad for the dude.
So, is there anything you guys else want to talk about?
Can we? Megadeth.
Holy Wars.
Holy War.
My neck.
Holy Wars. Bum, 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 bum. That reminds me. Okay. So at the music store I work at, there's like this guy who's new there. I don't know if I told you this story.
Sorry. I
What?
said the
What did you-
wrong person. Keep it. Keep it.
Oh, okay.
What did you get?
Who are you trying to send that to?
You know. Anyways,
I love that.
No, it's good. It's good.
Music store.
I lost my train of thought. Shit.
The music store you work at, Holy Wars.
I don't remember where I was going with it, honestly. Oh well.
So about Chris Chan and JFK.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Brothers. Anything about them?
So is there anything we should talk about, or should we just like stop the podcast?
That's the episode. Get the fuck out of my house.
This has
Yeah,
been an
we've been
episode of
going for a good amount of
ZapCast.
time.
I own a
Huh?
12 gauge and I'm not letting you get close to my fucking meth.
This has been the first episode of ZapCast. Hopefully we didn't scare you guys off. If you guys like this, stay tuned for next week's episode. Hopefully we can be more prepared. I guess I thought we were going to be really prepared, but I guess we didn't. Like we said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you guys next time. So yeah, it's Captain's Log signing off.